Pirate Nation on X. Original Gothic character modeler and texturer reacts to Gothic remake censorship. On behalf of the original dev team, look how they massacred my boy. And this video, we're going to be talking about specifically not just the Gothic remake, but in general. These developers, for some reason in the West, have no idea what an attractive girl looks like. It's the picture that gets shared with it. This is originally starting with Christina Tasty, who said, I've been keeping an eye on the Gothic remake drama because it's one of the most cut and dry examples of a company sanitizing their source material in a while. The funny part is, despite literally censoring the game, they're lying to your face about it, mop and bucket in hand. So this is the picture of what they used to look like. And is this supposed to be a girl? Because looks like a dude. This is what the hell is this thing compared to that? Holy crap. And they added this to everyone, Gothic News. We wish to make something very clear from their Discord. We are right now being accused of pushing a political or social agenda on our game. We wish to assure you that we don't have an agenda of any kind. Anyone claiming otherwise is just purely wrong, as proven by our extensive catalog of over 150 published games on Steam alone. We are focused on making the best possible Gothic game, and everything we do has a reason in the game that will be made clear once you play. But there won't be any form of censorship or effeminacy. Some characters have different roles, but the main theme and plots remain. And they continued, there's no real argument to be made against it here. Sensual women dressed provocatively are being made to wear bags either because a bunch of whiny men thought they could save the world if they did, or someone higher up is demanding they continued needlessly sanitizing the art. Ugliness is subjective, but those outfit changes are obscene. It's comical. It's bordering on misogynistic that literal wenches need to cover up because how dare you be indecent? It pissed me off because who asked for this? No one. Those that are for it are often for it because it annoys a YouTuber they don't like or are unironically a bot. Indifference is the killer here. This isn't pixels of cleavage. This is full-on guardrails and padded walls. They said the community on Discord has already been talking about this for a while. The devs have said multiple times it's a work in progress and that their clothes will not be the same in the final product. This looks way too far in development for that to be true. Also, with completely removed assets in their promo material, as if it framing it for us to see, that'd be absolutely horrendous business practice. This was replied to by Feder It, who, like I started this off with, Pirate Software said it was the original Gothic character modeler and texturer. And they said, on behalf of the original dev team, look how they massacred my boy. P-Shots replied, thank you so much for speaking up because of these changes and clearly is censorship. I'm definitely not buying the Gothic 1 remake. And this is Feder It again, Marcus Kark, who says, absolutely, they were just eye candy sent down by the king to please the inmates who had taken over the prison. Of course it is misogynistic, but that was the whole point. So they can't even have attractive women when it's supposed to be attractive women for the point of the game, because no matter what, according to these ideologues that are running these companies, attractive women equals bad. This is Gothic Game, who posted, we are thrilled to invite you into the brutal world of Gothic 1 Remake with a standalone demo launching as part of the Steam Next Fest. Naira's prologue is a unique introduction to the unforgiving world of Gothic, to which they're being absolutely destroyed in the comments. What the fuck is this? Is there some reason you went out of your way to make the women ugly? Censored and ugly women. I was interested, but not anymore. I hope the censorship was worth it. Fire your character design team or whoever designed to censor characters and make women ugly. Fix the designs or fail. I'm not interested in a remake that censors or puts certain focus on the uglification of women. This is why you should always buy and own physical discs. to avoid all the censorship and uglification. Definitely not buying remake slop. If you guys told me like 10 years ago or 20 years ago that the better the graphics improve, the more technically amazing that the attractiveness level of the girls would actually go the opposite direction because of ideologues and activists that have invaded the game industry, I'd say you're crazy. I can't believe that would be a thing that's happening. And yet here we are. And ironically, the original developers are coming forward apologizing to the gamers, saying, we got nothing to do with this. We don't want this to happen either. This is the full-on thread, by the way. Can you confirm that the original creative intent of the dev team was for those characters to be extremely attractive and sexual because, well, they were essentially there as prostitutes? And then that's the absolutely that I just read. They were just eye candy. Bottom line, we managed to create more interesting looking characters with around 200 polygons 25 years ago. You know the best part about this? Based developers are starting to speak up about it. It's not some sort of tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. They're like, what are you doing to my girls? Why are you making them ugly? Who gave you this authority? And it's not ending with Gothic Remake. We have it going across the board. We also have Doom announcing Commander Thera. And the backlash for this creature today was pretty wild, we'll just say. Kangman Lee, that's a dude. George George, that's a dude. Make no mistake. Emerald Apple, now there's a real man. Why are you posting the ugly stepsister from Shrek 2? Holy crap. I actually see the similarities. We got no room for wokeness. Female character in Western video games in 2030. Holy shit. It's a trap. Oh, fuck. She really is ugly. She looking okayish in the trailer. I guess I owe Smash JT an apology. They didn't even tag me. That's amazing. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I made much of a big deal about this when it first came out. I did acknowledge it, but I wasn't going full on because I was like, it's early on. Maybe they'll have different. Nope. Holy crap. This is my favorite one. Found the face model. So it goes on and on. They're getting roasted left and right. We got Daka Daka who says, another failed Bethesda project. When a company goes man-jaw, they go home with their pockets empty. Quote tweets learning the law. This is getting ridiculous. Look at this. Like, I get they're trying to fit them in the game world and have it make sense and all that kind of stuff, but come on, Haley. What the fuck is happening to women in Western video games, man? Western devs are deliberately masculinizing women characters, leaving only the bare minimum of curves so they can still be read as female. Dude, I don't know. You look really quick. You turn your head and you look quick. You might mistake this for a dude, and it's actually not too hard to do that. Woke devs hijacked ID. It's over. Oh yeah, id Software is done. Now Grums is the only one, curiously enough, who is actually going opposed with this. He says, I think she fits the universe. I know. Not what you expected me to say. I will say, by the way, kudos to Grums for in the face of what everyone's saying, for him to have his own opinion and be like, yeah, I think it fits. Fair enough. He's allowed to have that opinion. I'm going to go ahead and disagree with him on it, though, and say, bro, come on. You can do better than this. People going on and on about this, but yeah, I think it was interesting with the Grums one. Let's see what people said to him. I don't believe for a second that's the reason she was included. That's the biggest takeaway with this. That's the biggest takeaway is why? Why are they doing this? She might fit the game world, but why do they keep doing this? We got no room for wokeness. Moving on to other quote unquote women or females, quote unquote, in gaming. Stop uglifying women in video games. It's so bad. And it's so right in your face. Absolute lunacy. I posted this on X earlier today, and I'm not even joking. This is all I did. I said, I asked ChatGPT to make her beautiful. Holy shit. Maybe this is all studios need to start doing if they want sales. I took this picture, I put it into ChatGPT, and I said, make her beautiful. And ChatGPT gave me some bullshit answer back, like, oh, all women are beautiful or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, but just make her beautiful. And it's like, okay, sir. Like, it took another prompt after that. And then it's like, yep, here you go. I'm like, ChatGPT, miss me with your bullshit. Give me a beautiful girl. And it did. And this is pissing off the Wokies. It is hysterical. It's already kind of going semi-viral. Already has 1,000 likes on it just from posting earlier today. And there is maybe AI could generate you a girlfriend next. And I said, I'll stick with my wife, which I'll definitely do happily. Right. I'd bland and generic left is interesting and memorable. And I said, he, him. By the way, this is very easy to do with every single one of these people. You need to find yourself a girl mate, account based in Turkey. I know, shocking. The average gamer is 41 years old. They don't need an underwear model to be the lead protagonist. Our industry will never be respected like the other mediums if we don't take it seriously in its ability to communicate a story. Please grow up. You're making our culture worse. Account based in Australia. I'm just noticing a trend. UK, Australia, Turkey, India. Every time it's a UK one, you couldn't even get Tati Gabrielle's actual face and instead use AI to generate another person. Your obsession with it is unhealthy, dude. That is her face from the game, bro. What the fuck? I'm not even gonna try and make sense of it. Emerald Apple. They are just obsessed with pushing the ugly is beautiful propaganda. Yep. RPG fan Yamato. Behold, the shift up version. Let's fucking go. See, this is what I'm saying. If this is what the protagonists look like, the game would sell like gangbusters. There'd be zero backlash except from the journal mafia. The mob would try to cancel the game. You can't have attractive women. Look what they do across the board. Remember Stellar Blade when that came out? How they tried to, oh, it's an all right game. The girl's hypersexualized. She's way too. The girls, no girls actually look like this. And meanwhile, it was a body scan of an actual girl. Everything they can do to try to downplay an attractive woman in games. Fascinating stuff. Always makes me wonder what the agenda at play is with these people. And it continues. It's starting to get noticed by other developers and has been called out by developers in the past. They quickly get whipped back into place after they step out of line with the cult. But slowly but surely, the mentality, the narrative, the aura surrounding the uglification of women in gaming is being noticed. And it's not because of games coming from the West. It's because gamers are pushing back and buying based games from anywhere else. It's a tried and true thing. This will never change. Sex sells. And you can't force someone to be attracted to someone that is not attractive. You can try all you want. It's not going to work. People will always be attracted to traditionally attractive women. It's just how it works. So it is what it is. But the gaming industry is fighting back and we are winning. I guess I'll leave it at this, guys. You tell me, if you were going to play Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet, which main protagonist would you rather be playing as? I thought it was funny. To be clear, I did not give it a prompt to say make her look like Sydney Sweeney. I literally said, just take this picture. I said, here's this picture, make her look beautiful. And like I said, it gave me this bullshit of, oh, every girl is attractive and that's subjective. And I'm like, yeah, but make her beautiful anyway. And it's like, okay, sir. Like, it did one of those, like, hey, I tried to say everyone's beautiful. Fuck, all right, here you go. Intergalactic might never come out like Agent on PS3. It may not come out for another 5 years, like at this rate, the way it's going. Anyways,